When an 18-year-old girl was forced into a men's bathhouse, the wheels of fate began to turn. Covered in soap suds, she curled up in the corner, watching in horror as more and more naked men poured in. You think this is the peak of humiliation? No, the real nightmare was just beginning. The male knights had their own luxurious locker rooms, but as the only girl, she was given nothing but a tiny makeshift black room converted from a storage closet. Still, she refused to give up and kept recommending herself to the ranch owners.
Better. So will you give me a ride or not?
That depends on whether you give me one.
The smile on her face froze instantly. She had stepped into this world thinking that talent alone would earn her respect, that someone would recognize her skills. But in reality, all people saw was her body, and the only thing keeping her going through all this prejudice was that seemingly unreachable dream deep in her heart. Her name was Xiao Min, born into one of the world's top horse racing families. When she was just 3 months old, her mother died in a car accident, leaving her father to raise 10 children on his own. But as the youngest sibling, Xiao Min wasn't pampered. Far from it. She became the family's scapegoat, blamed for everything that went wrong. A home without a mother was destined to be chaotic. And with a father who was a horse racing coach, their family motto was simple: survival of the fittest. Even their 9th sibling, Stephen, who had Down syndrome, had his own responsibilities when it came to caring for the horses. That day, after being bullied by her siblings yet again, Xiaomin finally snapped.
You can all go get stuffed!
Then she grabbed a shovel and stormed outside. Her father hurried after her, alarmed.
Where are you going with that?
I'm going to dig up Mum.
Well, you won't find her out there, little girl.
If Mum was here, she'd stop them pulling my hair.
Her father was stunned, overwhelmed by guilt. It was only now that he realized, out of all 10 children, Xiaomin was the only one who had never known a mother's love. He didn't know how to comfort her. So instead, he asked her a few questions about horse racing. To his shock, she answered every single one correctly. That was the moment he realized just how passionate his youngest daughter was about horse racing. "You know what? Tomorrow I'll take you to the track," he said. Xiaomin's eyes lit up with excitement. And just like that, the wheels of fate began to turn.